Mia was born in a small town in Texas with a rare leg disability that left doctors doubtful about her future. From the very beginning, people around her placed limits on her life. Her parents loved her deeply, but their faces often carried worry whenever they saw her struggle to stand. Neighbors whispered behind closed doors, saying she would never live a normal life. At school, children pointed at her, calling her weak and helpless. These words stung, but Mia's heart carried something no one could see: a burning fire. She dreamed not only of walking but also of running, of feeling the wind brush against her face like the other kids. Though her body seemed broken, her dreams were whole and alive. Every night, she looked out her window at the stars, silently promising herself that her story was far from over. School for Mia was a battlefield she never chose. Each day she wheeled herself into the classroom, met by stares that cut deeper than words. During sports events, she was told to sit on the sidelines and watch. The sound of laughter from her classmates echoed in her ears as they ran freely, leaving her behind. Teachers, though kind, never truly believed in her ability to do more. At recess, when other kids played tag, Mia sat alone with a book, hiding her tears. Yet inside, she repeated a vow she had made to herself. One day, she would prove them wrong. While others saw her legs as a weakness, she saw them as a challenge, a mountain waiting to be climbed. Every laugh, every cruel remark only planted a seed of determination in her heart. She knew deep down that the race of her life had not even begun. One summer afternoon, while practicing her balance alone at the park, Mia caught the attention of Coach Daniels, a retired runner known in town for his record-breaking marathons. He had lived through his own struggles after an injury ended his career, so when he saw the fire in Mia's eyes, he recognized something familiar. He approached her, not with pity, but with respect. "You've got spirit," he told her, kneeling to meet her gaze. For the first time, Mia felt seen for who she was, not for what she lacked. Coach Daniels offered to train her, not to turn her into an athlete right away, but to teach her how to fight through pain and never give up. Mia hesitated, afraid of more failure, but deep inside, hope sparked like a flame. That meeting marked the beginning of something bigger than both of them. For Mia, it was the first sign that her dream could truly come alive. The journey was harder than Mia could have imagined. Coach Daniels started with the basics, standing for a few seconds without help. Each attempt ended with her falling hard, bruising her knees and her spirit. Tears blurred her vision, and at times, she wanted to quit. But Daniel's voice cut through her pain. "Every champion falls, Mia. What makes them winners is getting back up." Slowly, step by painful step, she learned to balance, then to move forward with crutches. The sweat, the frustration, and the soreness became part of her daily routine. People who saw her training in the park shook their heads, whispering that it was hopeless. But Mia refused to listen. She began to understand that each failure was not the end, but another lesson. Every scar on her legs became a story of perseverance, and every shaky step was a reminder that she was closer to her dream. As months passed, Mia's hard work began to show results. She could now walk short distances with the help of crutches, and though her pace was slow, her determination was unstoppable. Her confidence grew, and she began to see herself not as the weak girl everyone doubted, but as someone who could fight her way forward. When she heard about a community marathon, something inside her lit up. She knew she wasn't ready to compete with professional runners, but she wanted to prove a point to herself, to her classmates, and to everyone who said she couldn't. Signing up felt terrifying, as whispers of doubt followed her decision. "She'll never make it past the starting line," some said. But Mia wasn't entering to win medals. She was entering to show that her spirit was unbreakable. For the first time, she felt that her dream was not just about walking. It was about inspiring others. The day of the marathon arrived, and the air was filled with excitement. Runners stretched and prepared, but all eyes turned when Mia appeared at the starting line with her crutches. Some cheered for her courage, while others doubted she could make it past the first mile. As the race began, she moved slowly, each step testing her strength. The ground beneath her feet felt heavy, her arms ached, and sweat poured down her face, but she kept moving forward. The crowd watched in silence, many in disbelief. Though the other runners sped ahead, Mia didn't let herself feel small. Her heart pounded with determination as she remembered the nights of tears, the endless falls, and the promise she made to herself. Each painful step was proof of her fight. This was no longer about speed. It was about showing the world that courage could outlast doubt. Halfway through the marathon, Mia's body screamed with exhaustion. Her legs trembled violently, and suddenly she collapsed onto the ground. Gasps filled the crowd as people rushed forward, but Mia pushed them back with shaking hands. Coach Daniel's voice rose above the noise. "Mia, remember why you started." His words pierced her heart, reminding her of every moment she was left behind, every laugh she endured, every night she dreamed of proving them wrong. With tears streaming down her face, Mia forced herself up. The crowd erupted, chanting her name in unison. Strangers who once doubted her now clapped and cried as they watched her limp forward. Each step she took after that collapse wasn't just for herself. It was for every person who ever felt broken, every dreamer told, "You can't." In that moment, Mia was no longer just racing. She was inspiring a nation. When Mia finally crossed the finish line, hours after the other runners, the moment became unforgettable. The crowd roared with cheers, cameras flashed, and tears rolled down faces. Reporters rushed to capture the story of the girl who refused to quit. By the next morning, her journey was everywhere, on TV, in newspapers, and across social media platforms in the USA. People called her the girl who taught America to believe. Mia had become more than just a runner. She was a symbol of hope, courage, and resilience. Messages poured in from disabled children, parents, and dreamers who felt inspired by her strength. Mia realized her dream had grown bigger than herself. It wasn't just about running. It was about proving that no disability could define the limits of the human spirit. The girl no one believed in had now become a beacon of belief for millions across the nation.